Hey you guys, it's Amelia, and before we get to today's topic, I have a favor to ask of you guys. We did this a few months ago, but if any of you are interested in submitting a short video of you guys riding your horse, like 5 minutes in that area, whatever it is, a show or just schooling at home, and then I'll pick someone and I will do a critique and maybe offer some exercises that could help you guys get along better with your horse. I think I'm trying to find ways to keep my audience involved, and so yeah, the best way is to just put it up on YouTube and then email me the link. I'll put all the information below, and don't forget to check us out on Patreon. All right, thanks guys. All right, hey guys, I'm Amelia Newcomb, and today's topic to start with is what to do when you're afraid to get on your horse. So I've had a few suggestions. My videographer said ask your trainer to get on your horse. My husband said take up tennis. But I'm gonna give you guys something that you can actually do to get over maybe some fear of getting on your horse. So the first thing that I usually do is you want to make sure that your horse can move, like walk, trot, canter without you on them, and that they're comfortable and relaxed doing that. You can do that just like free lunging without side reins. I usually put side reins on just because I find that it helps the horse to stay a little bit more relaxed if their head is down, and it also it's building up the correct muscles that you want for riding under saddle. So he's already all set up. I usually put the side reins on low because I want their heads to be low. So if you have a saddle on, the side reins are below the saddle pad, and I'm just going to go ahead and hook those up. You usually start, if you're going to lunge to the left, you want to hook on the outside side rein first. So you hook the right side rein on first, and then the left side rein on second. So to start with, I don't want him to rush off like that. I want him to just walk quietly to start with. And I kept him on a little bit of a tighter circle to start with, just so that I can get that control. So to me, you know, he's a little low and a little behind the vertical, but that's okay because I want him to kind of get focused and stretching over his back. So I'm going to ask him to trot on. And what I'm looking for is that I want him to go around here on the lunge line like he would if I was riding him, so that he's nice and relaxed. I want him rhythmic. I want him staying symmetrical on the circle, not falling in, not falling out. And I want him to be be able to do nice and smooth transitions. So I'll ask him to canter once. Canter. Good boy. And lots of horses, when you ask them to canter, they might buck or run. And so that's something that you want them to have a nice, quiet, smooth transition like that. That's going to give you a better chance for when you're riding them that they could just canter on nice and quietly. So he seems pretty calm, so I'm not going to lunge him forever. I'm going to go ahead and go the other way. You want to make sure to lunge on both sides evenly. And you can also notice any asymmetries, like I'm sure you'll see with him to the right, he doesn't bend quite as well, and he falls a little bit more in. But again, I'm just kind of checking him out to see how wild he is. If he'll kind of just trot around here and stay nice and relaxed, walk, trot, canter, then I'm thinking to myself, okay, I can probably get on him and he's going to be okay. If when you're going around here, your horse is like bucking and going totally crazy and running, then you may need to take a little bit more time just to kind of get them relaxed. Canter. Good boy. And with my line, you know, I'm giving little half halt, little give. Good boy. and trot. So if you can kind of walk, trot, canter your horse in both ways and they stay pretty relaxed and they don't have any crazy moments, then I would say you're probably safe to get on. Okay, so once I've lunged my horse and I know that they're comfortable walk, trot, canter and staying relatively relaxed, another thing I do before I get on is that I like to check out that I can bend them a little. So basically you get your horse, you can do it just with the bit, you can do it with the halter. You get your horse walking around, and then when I take my left rein, I want my left rein to connect to his left hind leg. So if I take on my left rein, I want that left hind leg stepping across, and he needs a little work on this actually. So this is kind of the beginning of a one rein stop, that when you take the rein, your horse's hind legs move over. Good boy. He needs a lot of work on this actually. So same thing when I go to the right. Like if I take my right rein and I'm using the butt end of my whip where my leg would be to get him to cross that hind leg over. So this is the beginning of, I'm sure you guys have heard of a one rein stop, which is kind of like your emergency stop, that if your horse runs off or starts bucking with you, you want to be able to get them to bend and then move their hind leg over. There. Good boy. Okay, so once I kind of have that going for me, I'm going to get on him. So now once, like when you first get on, I usually kind of take a few deep breaths and just help myself relax. Now I'm going to show you first off is what not to do. So a lot of people when they get on and they're scared is they kind of like perch like this and they just try to be really quiet and like, okay, I'm afraid, so I'm just not gonna disturb my horse. I'm not gonna ask him anything. But that's not a good idea, because then your horse is like looking off and totally in la la land. So when I get on, I sit back, I sit in my horse, and then if it's a horse I'm worried about, right away I take that rein and I put a little inside leg on. So exactly what I was just doing on the ground, I'm right away taking charge. I'm asking my horse to look a little to the inside and to move that hind leg over. Get him to, so that I get, when I take my right rein, I want to get the right hind leg to step forward and a little across. When I take my left rein, I want to get that left hind leg to step over and across. So, you know, definitely taking charge of the situation. You don't want to just creep around and be super quiet, waiting for your horse to do something. And then once I kind of know that, okay, I have control of my horse, now I'm going to get him going forward, because forward is your friend. They're flight animals. So the more that you can just get on and start getting them to go forward, the safer you're going to be, even if you're afraid of going forward. It's actually going to make you safer. So, good boy. Once you're on and you're going forward, then you should feel safer. Good. So those are just some tips of stuff that you guys can do. If you're worried about getting on your horse, do a little groundwork and then carry that groundwork into when you first get on and get your horses moving forward. And I think you will be safer. Good luck. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and also comment below. Tell me what you guys suggest we do if we're afraid to get on our horses. All right, thanks guys. You're the best.